Good afternoon, Eastern Iowa. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. The last 7 days of high temperatures have been a pretty clear downtrend. We slid through the 80s last week, and then, of course, a strong cold front on Friday night. That brought the slice of fall for the weekend. High temperatures low to mid 70s, and some even were in the 60s yesterday. It was just downright beautiful. And of course, with that, we're not expecting much warmth for today. We're going to stay well below normal. I'm expecting a high temperature in Waterloo, about 69 degrees, so it'll be close. But really, the normal high temperature in the 60s, you typically have that in October, early October. So this is really unseasonal air that we're dealing with. Last time we had highs below 70 degrees, you have to go back to late May when we had high temperature of 65. And of course, we had the lows in the 40s this morning. We're going to do that again tonight. That's pretty typical of late September, early October. That kind of tells you how unseasonal this little pattern that we're in is. And you look at the mid levels of the atmosphere here. It's this big trough of cold air that's sitting over the upper portion of the United States. That's going to be with us for the next couple of days. We do moderate a little bit as we go into the middle of the week, about Wednesday, Thursday, but it's pretty short-lived because another batch of that cooler air will move in and kind of settle in as we go through Friday and the weekend. And I'll tell you now, our whole 7-day forecast below normal, both low temperatures and high temperatures, which is what you see here. Again, I think upper 60s for today should be the coolest day of the week, but we're still in the low 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday, even with that southwest breeze, and it's because we're going to have mostly cloudy skies, so we just fail to warm up very much. 77 on Thursday, that's the warmest day of the forecast, and our normal high temperature should be about the low 80s, so again, even that is below normal. And then our next cold front comes through. We're going to have another high pressure system moving in, and that will keep our highs about the low to mid 70s heading into the weekend. And of course, it is not feeling very humid. It's a very crisp feel out there with the dew points in the upper 40s, low 50s for the next couple of days. And then we'll try to get up there a little bit for Thursday, feeling maybe a little bit more sensible with the humidity. And then we'll drop back down for Friday. And you look at the lows, 40s for tonight, 40s for Wednesday morning, and then into the mid 50s, which the normal low is 60. So we're just not going to be able to get there. And today, especially mid to upper 60s in our northern counties, low 70s in the south, a lot of that fueled by that northwest breeze. And then tonight you see the mid to upper 40s. It's going to be a chilly start at the bus stop tomorrow morning and on your way to work. So make sure you grab that light jacket. Not a lot of rain in the forecast either. We'll talk about that situation in the next half hour.